The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Woe to Ammar! He will be killed by the transgressing party. He will be inviting them to paradise, and they will be inviting him to the fire." To that Ammar replied, "We seek refuge with Allah from the trials." When the Battle of Siffin took place 3 decades after that prophecy, Ammar was killed by the army of Sham, who transgressed against the Muslim ruler Ali while seeking to avenge the murdered Caliph Uthman. Interestingly, the army of Sham did not claim that this hadith had been fabricated, which proves that forging hadith was unfathomable by the companions, but rather argued that those who called him to fight were the transgressing party, ultimately responsible for his death. Thus, there was no question about the authenticity of that prophecy. They differed only in how they interpreted it. Finally, moments before the Battle of Siffin, a glass of milk was passed to Ammar radiyallahu an. He smiled and he said, "The Prophet told me the last thing I would drink before dying would be some milk." Then he rose up to meet the promise of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and fought until his death. Yet again, another example of knowledge which the Prophet simply could not have had alone. How did he know what would happen to Ammar, and how did he know what the last thing he would drink would be? And if you notice as well from the reaction of Ammar when he was passed some milk, it reminded him this is what the Prophet said he would drink. He did not ask for it, he did not call for it, rather it was passed to him. He could have said, "Look, the Prophet said the last thing I would drink will be milk, so go get me some milk." No, that's not what happened. Again, this is just further proof in my eyes of the prophethood of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.